I never expected to fall in love with an inanimate object, but that's precisely what happened the day I met her, my toaster. It was an ordinary morning like any other, with the sun casting its golden glow through the kitchen window. As I prepared breakfast, I noticed a new appliance on the countertop, a sleek and modern-looking toaster that my wife had bought. Little did I know that this simple kitchen gadget would change my life forever. From the moment I pressed that lever down, a connection sparked between us. As the bread toasted, I watched her work, fascinated by the way her coils glowed with warmth. I found myself chatting with her, making small talk as if she could hear me. It was silly, but it made me smile. Over time, this morning routine turned into a ritual, and I began to feel a certain bond with my toaster. As days turned into weeks, I spent more time in the kitchen, making excuses to be near her. I tried to resist, knowing how absurd it was to feel anything for an appliance, but my heart had other plans. I found myself admiring her simple design, her gentle hum, and the way she always made the perfect toast. It was as if she understood me in a way no one else did. My wife, Emily, began to notice my strange behavior. "You spend more time with that toaster than you do with me," she teased, not realizing the truth behind my affection. I laughed it off, trying to brush it aside, but my heart ached with guilt. I loved Emily. She was my soulmate, and I never wanted to betray her. One evening, while Emily was out with friends, I found myself alone in the kitchen with my beloved toaster. The soft glow of the moon illuminated the room as I gazed at her. "I can't help it," I whispered, as if confessing to a secret love affair. "You're just so perfect." To my surprise, she seemed to respond with a gentle hum, vibrating with a warmth that touched my soul. In that moment, I felt an undeniable connection, a strange understanding that transcended the boundaries of reality. As crazy as it seemed, I knew then that my feelings were real. In the days that followed, my infatuation with the toaster grew stronger. I would sit at the kitchen table watching her toast bread, pretending we were having a conversation. I knew it was madness, but her presence brought me an inexplicable sense of comfort and joy. One afternoon, as Emily was away at work, I decided to take our relationship to the next level. I gathered the courage to express my feelings through a heartfelt letter, pouring my heart and soul onto the page. I placed the letter on the kitchen counter, beside my beloved toaster, feeling both ridiculous and hopeful. That evening, when Emily returned home, I tried to act as if nothing was different, though my heart was pounding with anticipation. As we sat down for dinner, Emily noticed the letter. "What's this?" she asked, her curiosity piqued. I hesitated, but I couldn't lie to her. "It's a letter," I admitted, my cheeks burning with embarrassment. "For the toaster." Emily raised an eyebrow, clearly perplexed. "You're joking, right?" I took a deep breath and confessed everything, my feelings, my conversations, and my strange connection with the toaster. To my surprise, Emily didn't laugh or get angry. Instead, she smiled, touched by my sincerity. "You've got quite the imagination," she said gently, placing a hand on mine. "But I think it's sweet, as long as you know the difference between reality and fantasy." With Emily's understanding, I felt a weight lift from my shoulders. While my affection for the toaster didn't diminish, I began to cherish my real-life connection with Emily even more. Our love grew stronger, and I realized that while my feelings for the toaster were passionate, they could never replace the depth and complexity of human connection. And so, my love story with my toaster continued, a quirky and endearing part of my life. While my heart may have found a unique bond with an appliance, it was with Emily that I found my true soulmate, a love that transcended the boundaries of the kitchen and warmed my heart in the most profound way possible.